Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Just trying to double check, make sure my audio is working. Cold in this house. What's good with y'all, man? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, man. I've been busy, bro. This is the only time I actually had to get on YouTube, man. Let me turn on this music real quick for you guys. But this is what I've been dealing with for the last 3 weeks, man. And everything like that, man. I got a litter of healthy English bulldogs that came in, so I'm just trying to get them up to speed and everything like that. So yeah, man, been kind of busy with that, so I ain't really had time to sit down and create a video, even though I have a couple of them that's ready and available. The one I posted up the last time, you know what I'm saying, I shot that, run the gun real quick, put that together, whatnot. Been trying to do a live stream for a minute, so my apologies on that. The crazy part about it is my channel just got monetized, so you know what I'm saying, hey, it is what it is. But today what we're going to be talking about is Universal Audio. They just came out with their new DAW, which was basically bounded down to Mac OS only, and that is Luna. We're going to be checking it out today with their demo track. I haven't done anything in it because I downloaded it last night around this time. I had problems with getting it open for some reason. It kept asking me about some type of Universal Audio plugin update that it wanted me to install, and I have everything in there, so I didn't know what it was talking about. Then today it magically worked. So but it's not an official release. It's more like a public beta. So the public beta is basically, you know what I'm saying, they allow the public to utilize the DAW, and anything that you need to, you know what I'm saying, report back. There's a feedback tab at the top right of the DAW that we're gonna see here pretty soon. But we're just gonna do an overview. I'm not doing no mixing. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, making no beats or anything like that. We're just gonna talk about what the DAW has to offer, because again, it was only offered for Mac if you had a Mac. So if you have a Windows PC, man, this is really cool, because I was always interested in Luna and what it had to offer and how it works with the UAD plugin ecosystem and everything like that, man. So I'm not gonna say I'm excited, but I'm trying to see what's up with it, man. Before I pull it up, man, it really gives you Harrison Mix Bus vibes. The way it's kind of set up and stuff like that. So but the sound is pretty good, man. So that's what we're gonna do, take a look at it tonight, man. We're gonna be in and out. Promise you, not gonna be up because I gotta be up at about 5 o'clock this morning to feed those dogs, stuff like that, man. So I ain't gonna be long at all, man. Let's go ahead and get our screen sharing here. We'll go ahead and pause that music right there, man. So this is Luna right here. This is the timeline view and everything like that. And what you see is kind of like your traditional DAW, man. You have, you know what I'm saying, all your audio tracks in here. Surprisingly, as I'm looking at this, the demo track did not include MIDI, even though it has a lot of MIDI capabilities or whatnot. They just didn't put MIDI in the demo track. To be honest with you, I always thought it was tailored for audio recording and audio mixing, you know what I'm saying? So them not trying to oversaturate the MIDI functions in this DAW, I think is really, really good in my opinion or whatnot, man. As you can see, we're here on the timeline view, man. You can notice that what's all in red is the rhythm track for this demo track right here. The bass track, which is in pink here. The blue track is mostly their keys, organs, and synths. And purple is synth, some more synths, and pink is the vocals. You have a vocal bus, you have a main bus, and I think you have a drum bus up in here too, or whatnot. All right, cool deal. You can see right here on the left side here, you have a channel strip here, which is pretty cool. Now, this is what the selling point is right here, the channel strip. You know what I'm saying? In this view and also in the mixer view, we're gonna get there really, really soon. And it's really, really cool. So when you if you already have UAD Spark, you'll be familiar with their console. I'm sorry, not their console, their UA Connect application where you have the chance to download all the sounds and everything like that. But in this public beta version, you can actually initiate the Neve and the API summing extensions, and also a couple other extensions that they have available for Luna. 30-day trial, which is really good, man. It really gives you an idea of what you can plan to, invest in with this DAW or whatnot, man. So what you see right here is the Neve summing extension that is set up on the input. I'm still trying to understand, like, when you create a bus track, do you have access to get the summing? And we'll figure all that out here pretty soon on this stream. This is the utility side where you have a trim, and you can link and unlink the trim, just probably based on if it's a stereo or mono track. Of course, sidechain input, you can add a sidechain input here, right there. So you can see how they kind of changed up there on the top left corner, or whatnot. And speaking of the top left corner, these are all your tracks, just kind of like a little column for all your summaries of your track and everything like that. And you can see the symbols. If you can see that, you have a waveform symbol by the audio tracks, and then drums and perks, which is a box with a down arrow. I'm assuming that's a bus channel and everything like that. And if you want to hide these, just hit that circle and you can hide it. So it's got a little bit of Studio One features and a little bit of Harrison Mix Bus features, and some Pro Tools type features. It seemed like they took a lot of different features from different DAWs and put their own twists to it or whatnot, man. And then, of course, you have groups. So this section right here with the groups at the bottom, that kind of gives me Mixer Bus vibes, Harrison Consoles, Mixer Bus vibes. This right here gives me Studio One. This channel strip gives me Harrison Mixer Bus. And then this looks like Cubase to me right here with all the tracks. Stuff like that. So, and then you got a big meter over here, output meter on the right-hand side. Bypass all those extensions if need be. You have inserts for your plugins, and I have one plugin that I opened up with the demo track earlier, and I enabled to show the plugin preview of what you're working with and everything. We'll get to that later on, and you can bypass all the processing. So these little quick 3 buttons right here help you bypass the important processes here in Luna. And you got a mute button here and a overall volume button. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me go ahead and try to see if I can blow that up. Look at the bottom left part of your screen. You can change the buffer size and the sample rate on the fly, and also your audio device on the fly as well. Not your audio device, it's kind of fixed, but if you need to change your sample rate, you have the ability to do so. Your buffer size, which I'm operating at 512. Our render percent is at 32%. Render IO is at 32. And memory, we're just operating off of 9% of the PC memory. So I'm assuming that the render IO is PC processing. And I'm about to show you guys. That's pretty good. 30% for what you're seeing with all these tracks, audio tracks, and everything like that. Check this out, though. This is the mix view right here. We got a shitload of processes, UAD processes on this particular session. Has the colors that I explained earlier, you got pretty much tape saturation on damn near every track. Wow. If you know anything about tape saturation plugin, it uses up a lot of processes and everything like that, and it will tax your PC processing power and everything like that. But they have it on all the tracks, man, all tape. We got different Studer tapes. We got some Look, I thought we had an oxide tape situation, but we got a couple of tape decks that you see here on all of these tracks, which it looks like about 24, somewhere around that number of tracks right there. You can see right here on the input or the buses, you see that Neve summing and everything like that. If you wanted to run the API summing on this particular track, which is the drums and perks, I probably would have used the API summing. If I was to click on that, you could see that you could change that to the API summing extension. That's really, really good. And what you see here, the left knob is your headroom knob. And that's just basically it's like, if I can explain it with some of their previous plugins with the headroom knob, it's just basically kind of like, it's kind of like gain compensation, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. And then your trim knob right here, that's just basically going to control the volume coming in and out for us, the input and everything from all of your tracks. All right. So that's the input section. Your utility section, again, that's where you can kind of do some digital trim there, do some phasing, adjust the delay samples for as your what you're hearing back on the tracks and everything like that. And then your sidechain input, if that's something that you're utilizing. We're going to go to the fun stuff, man. And this is the insert. So this is the drum bus right here. You already have an insert on here. The reason why they call this insert console and master tape, I'm still trying to figure it out. So don't shoot the messenger or nothing like that. But when you click on console, yeah. So you got utility, then you got tape. So tape is actually part of the whole Lunar mixer window mixer function of this particular DAW. If you want tape, cool. If you don't want it, I'm quite sure you can remove it. Boom, just like that. If you take it off, I'm quite sure Control Z will bring you back to where you at. So this tape section is fixed. You can't move it around. You can't get rid of it. It's either have a plug-in or, excuse me, an extension on there or not. And they have several different ones. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that to keep us organized. Let's collapse the utility. We went over that, and the input section. Now, the input section, just to kind of go back on that, is where you can choose the input from your particular audio interface that is connected to the DAW. So if you need to, let's say, input 7 and 8 on your from your interface, just choose input 7 and 8. Yeah, right here. You choose input 7 and 8, and it'll show you input 7 and 8. All right, cool deal. All right, I don't want to fuck nothing up, but let's see here. Okay, so if you look at the top left corner, if you want to get rid of input 7 and 8, just hit the X button, and that'll take it away. All right, cool. That's simple. You know what I'm saying? I haven't read the manual on this, haven't went on their YouTube channel and watched their videos on Luna. From what I understand, they had a lot of videos when this thing first came out on Mac and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's it. You just choose your input. And if you don't like it, just exit out. It'll delete the input. Utility, very straightforward. Tape, you using one of their tape extensions. If you don't have the extension, you probably won't be able to use it. And you can't, I don't think you can load anything else in there. Let's try that out. So, let's see here. Yeah. The only options it gives you on the tape section is to remove the actual extension, freeze up to the insert. So basically, whatever you're doing on the tape section, it'll freeze up the audio. I guess. I just got it. I'm new. So, you know what I'm saying? We're just doing an overview. You can insert pre-fader, and you can also have the output metering linked and stuff like that or whatnot. So that's pretty cool, man. You can add more if need be. You can see, if you can see that we're on the 28, 2 days have passed. We're on a 30-day demo because it's 12 o'clock right now and everything like that. And you can view the store if you want to add the extension on your side or whatnot. And what else they got here? The pop-out window. So if you hit this little square in the middle, that'll bring you here. So it seems like this area over here on the left is all your information that you'll need with the DAW. Gotcha. But anyway, man, you could do some basically plug-in type stuff that's not crammed in the channel strip. It'll open it up a little bit, and I'm quite sure if I spread this over to the right, we can see more of that plug-in. All right, cool deal. I'm just gonna bring it back where it was before. There we go. Keep uniformity. All right, so you can make changes to the extension here. My bad. Let me make adjustment there real quick. My bad. Let me fix that for you now. All right, cool. Yeah, so you could choose all your presets here. If you whatever you decide you want to use for tape and stuff like that, tape speed on and off, input output gain, record the record level and reproduce knob right there. You know what I'm saying? Just all your basic functions that you would need in the tape machine. You got different ones. That's the A2R. I think that's the Studer. No, that's not the Studer. That's the Ampex. It's right there in my face. You got a Studer tape machine, and you have I think this is the Oxide. Yeah, this is the Oxide tape machine, or whatnot. So basically, those UAD plugins, yeah, they're extensions in here. They're not actually plugins, but I'm quite sure you can use the plugin on the track. All right, so now we at the console section, which is not the inserts. This confuses me. This confuses me when I was always looking into Luna when it first came out. It's like you have the console section, but if you're not utilizing the console section, why the fuck even have this here? So it almost makes it seem like, you know what I'm saying, in order to use this empty section, if you're not going to use it, you're going to have to get that console uh, emulation, which is only API. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything else. They only have the API vision strip. So what you're seeing here is a full-blown API console. You know what I'm saying? You have your different EQs that you could choose from, kind of like how the Vision Strip plugin is. This right here, the drum bus here is on a API 550 parametric EQ type, but then we can switch it to the 560 and back to the 550. That's pretty cool. You can put it pre or post dynamic. And then when you hit the Dyn button right here, that'll bring you to the compressor section, which is split up into gate and expander section and a compressor limiter section. Basically the same function that you will find in the Vision Strip as well. And then you have your input section here. That's basically the API preamp with the high and low cut filters and everything like that, man. To pop it out, I guess you hit the maximize button there, and you'll have a little preview window over here at the top left corner of everything in one little box, so to speak. And let's go back here. And if you need to add something, you can add the Vision Strip, which is a part of that API extension bundle, or you can add a compressor, which is the API 2500 VCA comp, which is pretty badass for drums and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool right there. So when you hit the plus button, you can swap out different console extensions in order to achieve whatever the hell you're trying to achieve. And then it's broken up into 3 sections where you can choose different ones. And then when you hit the maximize button over this little block area that says vision, you'll get over here. So that's pretty streamlined right there, man. And then you got these menu settings where you can copy, paste different settings to different tracks, remove, disable, freeze it says freeze up to the insert, whatever that means. And then also too, you can choose different EQs and enable EQ, enable dynamics, side chaining and all that other stuff, or whatnot, which is pertaining all to that plugin. So that's pretty cool, man. Like I said, it's only API only. You don't get no XSL extension for the console, and then no Neve, which is the 3 major players. Speaking of the United States and stuff like that, when it comes to consoles and whatnot. So that's the console section. We'll go ahead and minimize that. This is the insert section. Now you can see again, you see the API vision, which I assume that if you choose the console, it's an automatic insert. And for this is very odd. I want to see if it has more than 2 slots for the insert. And I can't seem to see if you can add 2 or more. Yeah, it's only two or more. So the ideology of this, I get it. Most people won't get it, and most people probably won't look at Luna the same. It's stuff like that. I know people that are utilize 5 to 6 plugins on one track. The ideology of Luna and UAD is console based, utilizing the hardware. What I'm saying, trying to mimic that hardware situation and whatnot, man. And um, it's very minimalistic, if that makes any sense. So basically, if I was to say, what I'm saying, okay, we're gonna give you a console channel strip, boom, there it is. It's the API business strip. All right, that's what you're working with. Now, if you want to add a compressor to it, what I'm saying, we can go ahead and I'm gonna pull up let me pull up a third party compressor here. Just something real quick, light and easy. Let's go with this one right here. All right, so this is a plugin from Plugin Alliance. I have it on there, and boom, there you go. Now, the whole thing I want to see in this section, and let me blow that up for you guys right there, is this right here. If we added this plugin on here, let's bring that back out. All right, so we added this plugin on that track. All right, can you move? Can you rearrange? Let's find out. I'm gonna drag it up there, and lo and behold, you can rearrange it. That's cool. I didn't know that. So I'm just trying some shit. This is the overview or whatnot. So you can rearrange your insert. So now I have this compressor here before the Vision channel strip. A lot of times, what I'm saying, when if you ever worked on a console, you can actually have your microphone, you can hit the preamp, and you can hit another compressor before it even hit the console desk. You see what I'm saying? That's the ideology behind this, and I like it. They didn't make it fixed, which is really, really good. One thing to note, if you do want to, let's see here, create a plugin icon for this particular plugin, if you can see here, there's a plus sign right underneath the X to close out the plugin window. If you hit that plus sign, go down to utilities, you'll see create plugin icon, and that'll give you a screenshot of the plugin. I wish Ableton Live can incorporate something like this, because it makes Ableton Live a guesswork. You feel what I'm saying? Like, love Ableton Live, love making beats in there, man. But you have to remember your plugins in order to use that program, because they don't have anything where you can preview your your plugins. Yeah, so I like this feature right here, man. This is real cool. You can rearrange the plugins. The only suck thing is that you can utilize 3 plugins. So let me go ahead and pull up an EQ. Okay, so this is our EQ, and it opened up another slot. Okay, this is very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and create a plugin icon for this. Boom, there we go. I'm gonna add one more process, and I promise that I'm gonna choose something different this time around. Let me see. Let's go ahead and choose this, just out of shits and giggles. And this thing probably gonna crash because it's so brand new. Certain plugins hasn't really been tested, so I think it's gonna crash on me because I got that thing spinning. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, it froze up. So this is a public beta. So this is where, what I'm saying, there it is right there. This is where, what I'm saying, that instance where I have to hit the feedback button and tell them, hey, when I loaded up Kush Audio plugins, which I have on subscription, it failed. So what they'll do is they'll try to figure out that whole logistics and everything like that. Let's go ahead and try to pull that up again one more time, y'all. My bad. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is a perfect learning example as well. So this is the UA Connect software. You can see here we have the UAD Spark plugins. If you have Apollo or UAD2 interface, this is where you will go, and then you have Luna. You can actually open up Luna from here. So we're gonna go ahead and open up Luna here, and the splash screen is on my main display on my laptop. So just give me 1 minute for that to open up. And as this is loading, just want to show you guys that the extensions right here. Okay, there it is. The extensions right here that you have a ability to demo is the APX ATR 102 master tape recorder, API summing, API vision console emulation, the only console emulation that they have right now, oxide tape recorder, shape expansion, and the Studer A800. Studer tape is really, really cool. I like that. This is a sidebar conversation right there. But let's go ahead and load this bad boy back up and finish this out. I'm almost finished, man. I'm not going to get in the nook and cranny of this thing because I really don't know too much about Luna, but it looks cool though. When it comes to recording or mixing, it looks like it's the truth. So we ain't gonna load up no plugins, all right? And we just gonna keep it simple, whatnot, man. You can see we have some GUI problems that they need to fix with all that spacing right there, but it's all good though. All right, so these are our plugins right here, and I'm quite sure, if we was to close these out, we can rearrange them. So I can move this one down here. And as I move them down, it'll just create a new plugin window. So you're not held and bound down to three plugin slots. You can have as many that your computer can handle. And so just by moving the current plugin down underneath the last one, it created, 1, 2, 3, 4 slots. So that's pretty good. Excuse me, y'all. Woo, that time moving. All right, cool, man. So we're gonna go ahead and just remove these out of the way. And I want to see what's gonna happen. Okay, so when you delete all the plugins, it'll shrink your window. I kind of like this feature right here because it keeps you organized. You know how when you're on Studio One, Pro Tools, Cubase, Mixbus, Logic, how many ever plugins you add, you have to adjust the whole freaking window manually. Sometimes it's not auto. So when I deleted that last plugin, it just kind of popped up and went back to its 3 plugin insert view. And I like that. That's a real feature. That's a real good feature right there. And I'm quite sure the same thing will happen with sends. So this is our send section right here. So you would utilize the send section to, send this particular signal from this track that's highlighted right here, and send that signal to a reverb channel. And you could choose the output. So let's say, for instance, you want to choose that to go to the freaking 3 and 4. Boom, there you go. So now it's going out of the interface 3 and 4, and you got a little fader here. And for some reason, let's go ahead and get rid of the insert. This is a bug as well. It's public beta. It's not me. It's not them. It's a public beta. So this is going to happen, all right? But you can see if you choose any type of output, it's gonna give you a nice size fader, man. That's a nice size fader. If you just forget these these plus boxes here, you get a nice size fader. Let me go ahead and maximize this. Yeah, so when I maximize it, it's not fixing it. You just get a macro knob here, which is fine. That's perfectly fine there. If you want the full experience of the fader, there it is. It may be something dealing with my my 4K display. Not 4K, man. I'm sorry. 2K display, or whatnot. But you can minimize the send parameters, and you get this knob right here. So that's pretty handy right there, man. I like that. I like that. So that's the sends. Very straightforward, man. You just send the signal from that channel to another destination. That's it. Don't overthink it. All you're doing is just splitting the signal from that one track and taking it to another destination while the other ones keep going. So it's almost like that right there. That's how it is. All right, cool. So that is the send section. Last is output. Very simple. Ain't too much to it. Choose your output. This particular track is going to the main. This one and this one. Let's see here. We got 6 tracks that is going to this particular track that's highlighted in gray, which is going to the main. All right, so that's the output right there. Ain't much to do it, and you can see here on the left side, you can choose all your different outputs, regardless if it's stereo or mono, and the tracks inside there, which are the buses. Awesome, I like that. Let's check the comment section, man. What's going on? Long time. And I don't know if this guy's on right here, DL. No, I didn't say it was only for Mac. Well, you could say officially right now it's only for Mac. But right now they open it up for a public beta for Windows. So I'm on a Windows computer and it's an open beta. So if you have any type of UAD plugin, UAD Spark subscription, audio interface from UAD, you can have access to Luna and you can test it out. If you have any issues, there's a button right here at the top right corner. It's called feedback, right? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So tonight I'll probably, you know what I'm saying, after this video, write up a quick description of the issues that I had. And sometimes they fix that stuff overnight. There's probably a team of 10 guys that's software developers for Luna. And they can fix the stuff quick like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be amazed what happens on the back end, and stuff like that, man. But yeah, man, it's not for it's for Mac, far as like, you know what I'm saying, no beta testing, everything works or whatnot. For Windows, probably at, I don't know, probably at the end of the summer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably open it up for purchase. So it's not for purchase, but it's free to use right now because it's in beta. All right. So it's a lot of shit that's not gonna work, and stuff like that. So yeah, to answer your question, yes. But it's for Windows for testing purposes only. If you have paid products with UAD, then you can get it. All right. So hope I answered your question right there, man. Appreciate you tuning in too, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. God bless you. Stuff like that, man. Same to you too, big homie. Appreciate you for tuning in. Recruit Beats. All right, cool. So that's it for the output. Right here, you'll see on this track, you have automation. So you have your off, read, touch, latch, and trim, of course. And seems like on their stereo tracks, they took a little bit of Pro Tools. And I used to hate this method, but it makes sense now. So if you have a stereo track, you can adjust the independent right and independent left signals and get them balanced the way you need to and everything like that. Spiel is basically, it's going to show only the tracks that this is bus to. Okay. They took that from Mix Bus. That's crazy, man. So basically this bus track, this drum bus track, it's only showing on the mixer window what's being routed to it in the main track. All right. If you hit that button back, you'll see all your rest of your tracks. All right. Solo mute fader right there. Love the graphics on here, man. The graphics are very, very detailed. Really, really pretty, man. Or whatnot. And name and color. So if you want to change the color, hit that little tab. And I'm quite sure you can double click. Yeah, okay. You can double click at this little color tab right here and choose your color. So if I wanted to make that yellow, boom, it's yellow. And it looks like, yeah, okay. So you change the bus color yellow and your outputs are going to be yellow. So color coordination. I like that. Really, really smart. That's real good development right there, man. Really, really good development. So that's basically it with the mixer window. You know what I'm saying? You got your output, your send section, your insert section, console section, which is a part of your insert section, but it's a part of the Luna ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense to invest in a Luna and go and pay the $200 for the DAW if you're not going to have the API Vision console extension. What happens? So now this is how they get you. No disrespect to UAD, but you paid $200 to have access to all of their stuff, or whatnot, as far as Luna is concerned. But you still got to get that. So now you got to pay another $300 something for that API, the whole API experience to utilize with Luna. Now you came out of pocket, what, total up of $500? So $325. 199 I think is for Luna. You already spent right at about 500, if not close to it, and stuff like that. I wasn't good at math in school, man, so I apologize. So but yeah, you over $500. So you basically paid for that DAW and you didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful sometimes. Just look at the whole package. Just don't look at what's inside the package. Sometimes when you hit that paper and you tear that paper off that package, that'll get you right there. You feel me? Don't worry about what's inside. Worry about what's on the outside too. So, I mean, this real cool. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna just use it for inserts, I think it's a waste of $200, and you can get something that's well worth it, like Studio One, Logic. You know what I'm saying? Something else. But it seems like this is more marketed to their plugins. But hey, it is what it is. So that's the mixer window right there. We already discussed this window here. And of course, you know what I'm saying, this little orange section is to access different things in the console window. Open is, I guess, it minimize some things. Close is to close everything. Open is to open everything. So when you're scrolling up and down, that's basically what you can see. All right. It looks professional though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can have a large view, which is what we're in, or this is your small view. Okay. And fixed slots. Don't know what that is. Modifiers, power. So basically you can turn this plugin off. Okay, I like that. And then you can do some removing modifiers, and you can set the thing to default, and then you can assign the console features to certain places. I need to read up on that one right there. For sure. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the mixer window right there. Let's go back to the arranger view here. All right, cool. So basically, on the arranger view, if you can see this, you can view what's going on with the track via clips. Let's choose something here. Volume. Okay. So the view right here is basically, it's going to show your automation. So this little section right here underneath the name, and I'm thinking this is based on, yeah, the minimalized stuff that you got going on here. If it's like this, you'll see the automation stuff. All right. But then you have time mode or tempo. You could choose warping function for your audio clips, as far as polyphonic and monophonic, and barrel speed, and lunar razor blade, and lunar polyphonic, whatever that algorithmic is or whatnot, man. And everything. And you have your volume knobs, which I hate people that do this, man. Your volume knobs, they slide left to right. I hate that. I don't know. That's just me. Um, you got your input output section, which is pretty cool. You have your record, direct monitoring button here, and solo and mute. And what is F? Oh, okay. F is freeze. So they have a freeze button. That's pretty functionable. I like that. I like that a lot, man. So yeah, that's basically what you see here. If we just draw that down, you get that section right there. Pretty dope, pretty dope. All right. I see something else here. So, let's see if we can zoom in. Where is zoom? All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna zoom in here and look at this clip. Okay. Now, when you look at this clip, let's zoom back out a little bit. You see, you got some fades here. So you got a fade here, which is pretty typical for any DAW. And you just gotta find it. Just hover your mouse over, and that's a fade there. I like the graphics on it. And then you got something right here that's, it looks like a fader icon, and you can turn it up and down. That is your clip gain. And also you can adjust the semitones. So you can change the pitch on that. And you got quantizing functions right here as well. So that's pretty dope right there, man. And I'm quite sure if you need to cut something here, you can right click. Let's say right click in here. And I don't see no MIDI. I don't see no cut tools or anything like that. Let me see. Oh yeah. This is what I'm scared of right here. If you wanted to cut that, how would you cut it? I don't see no tools. I don't see no. I don't see no tools. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. We're gonna highlight something here. Let's try this real quick. Let's go ahead and control something. So Control E cuts this. Okay, and then you have a cross zoom. Okay, so you have to basically know the basic MIDI functions in here in order to work it. Not a problem. All right, cool. That's all I can really see. Oh, let's go at the top. So you have your loop area. So if I wanted to loop this section right here, I can loop it right here, and you can base it on bars and beats, snap to the grid, link edit, and player selections and auto scroll. All of that is right here, right underneath the loop area. And then you got minutes and sections. You can change the tempo, change the signature, and add markers. Uh, Adding markers is what I do. So let's add a marker here and add a marker there. The reason why I like the markers is because check this out. They basically you got a marker here and it's more blocks. It's not like a little arrow pointing down. It's more blocks of what your marker is. I don't know. I find that really, really intuitive right there, man. Yeah, so your viewpoints for us to get back to the mixer window and the timeline window is right here at the top. You got your BPM, you got your click volume, you got a bar and beats measure meter counter. You got a transport bar where you go all the way to the start or all the way to the end, stop, play, record, and loop. And then you have your punch in time slots. You got some type of global setting here, monitor, and workflow, whatever that is. So they got some. That's where the edit tools rely. You learn just by clicking on shit. All right, cool. So if we was to put the cursor here, you got workflow right here at the top, right, and you have this window that shows you an overview of everything. That's what it looked like, and of course, that's your um, timeline tools, and you got record tools as well. So that's very simple, man. It's not a lot on here, but it looks effective. All right, cool. We're gonna do the last part, and we're just gonna play the audio. Please, 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 YouTube, don't flag my goddamn video, bro. It's just training material, dog. God damn. But what we're gonna do is play the music, the demo song in here, and get a bird's eye view of what the sound is actually doing in here, and play around with a couple of processes and see, what I'm saying, how it actually sound. I'm not mixing, we're just checking the sound. So we just hit play there. Let's go to mixing view. That's the sense.
I'm wasting your time, turning out all the lights, 'cause I'm losing my mind over you. Watched all of your lives turn to stars.
So these are the vocals right here in pink.
4th of July afternoon. And I go running through the dark, try to find a way out for me. Baby, this is how it starts.
Nice big sound.
Taking a beat out of breathe, and now it's tearing me apart. Give you everything just to...
All right, cool deal. Now let me give you a disclaimer here. That this session is not. The session is put together in a way that those vocals was already pre-recorded. If you have a vocal, especially like a male, female vocal or whatnot, that vocal 9 times out of 10 is going to be a mono signal. This is a stereo signal on the vocals. and it's a stereo track. So basically, this was recorded not in Luna per se. You know what I'm saying? So you already have effects on there. This is a selling point. This is how they get you with these demo songs. Okay, so it was recorded somewhere else. It was just we added our shit on there, and you could play around with it, type shit, stuff like that, man. So this is the EQ that is on that lead vocal, right? So let's go ahead and solo that. Let's go back to the timeline view. Now you can see here, if you can see, there's maybe a cut right here. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Just one little cut. You know what I'm saying? So it's already sounding good. You know, it's just that it's a stereo file. And if you know audio like I know audio and how you get stereo files, that was a stem being brought into this demo session. So that's kind of cheating. It's kind of cheating because you didn't really fully mix this in Luna. So it is what it is. But we have it solo though. We're gonna play around with the sound, which they should have did for themselves. I'm just saying. But hey. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Crap. Let's see here. And I don't know the keyboard shortcuts, but here come the vocals though.
I'm wasting your time, turning out all the lights, 'cause I'm losing my mind over you. Watched all of your lies turn to stars in the sky like a 4th
We'll go ahead and
of
compress this real
July
quick.
afternoon. And I go running through the dark, try to find a way out for me. Baby, this is how it starts. You're taking up the air that I breathe, and now it's tearing me apart. I gave you everything just to watch you leave.
All right.
Sometimes when I sleep, you're so dancing with me.
So that's the compressor
but
on.
It's only a dream I'll forget.
That's with the compressor off.
'Cause you never stay,
On.
always running away.
I've heard enough, man. Yeah, the sound, I ain't gonna lie to you now. You can hear some differences in the sound when you turn them. Most plugins, you know what I'm saying, it takes a couple of times to really kind of think about it, about what you're doing with a plugin. That needs to be a video. But when you're kind of playing around with plugins, most plugins, you have to kind of fiddle around with them until your mind kind of start making some correlation. Like, okay, yeah, you're doing this and that and third with that plugin. With good plugins, when you take that mouse click and move that mouse left or right to control that knob or fader or whatnot, you need to be hearing instantaneously. That's how you know you have a good product on your hand. If you're turning in knobs or you're moving faders and you having a strain to hear that, it's probably not a high quality plugin. So keep in mind of that. UAD, since before they came out with the Spark and this Luna shit or whatnot, when you have to have their plugins with their interfaces, when you turned the knob, you heard something. That's what they call one-to-one emulation right there, man. When you turn that knob and you instantaneously hear a difference, that is a very good plugin. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That's just my 2 cents on that, or whatnot, man. All right, cool. So the sound is there. I'm not gonna test everything in here. I do kind of wanna check out the drum bus here. And let's go back here.
Dark, try to find a way out for me. But this is how it's.
Oh, that's all the drums we got. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the tape. I gotta find a shortcut for this thing. All right, let's go here again. All right, tape off. Tape on. So you can hear that compressed sound that tape saturation does. And if you don't know anything about tape saturation, look real quick. Think of it tape saturation as a very, 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 very soft compression with um with warmth and beefiness to your sound. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two things I remember with tape. You know what I'm saying? If you want something lightly compressed with, you know what I'm saying, analog vibe, you know what I'm saying, something that has that grittiness to it, use the tape saturation plugin. I can hear the difference. I can hear the difference far as when it was on and hear it and when it was off. It does something. It just makes it more detailed. It makes it more three dimensional in the mix or whatnot, man. Let's go back to this arranger window. I gotta know what this keyboard shortcut is or whatnot. I'm gonna bring this back up here, and I think that's it, man. That's all we gotta move along with it, or whatnot, without actually missing out on a couple of things or whatever the case may be. I didn't want to play all the music and have YouTube write me up saying, "Yeah, you played somebody else's music once again on some bullshit." But yeah, that's Luna for you guys, um, from Universal Audio, with their public beta, and trying to make this the public beta, you know what I'm saying, for Windows versions. Windows versions, I sound like old man. I'm sleepy, y'all. Windows version, and everything like that. So it works pretty solid though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Loading up certain plugins will work, but do be warned, if you're going to try this out, certain plugins will not work. Their plugins, as far as their Spark plugins and other plugins that they have, yeah, it works fine and stuff like that. But like I said, third-party plugins, because this is so new on the Windows platform, a lot of stuff is gonna be buggy, man. So it's going to be buggy, but I could just kind of like working around with it, not reading the manual. If I could pick the whole DAW up on the basic functions and not read the manual, they had a real thought out development of this particular software and everything like that. All right, cool, man. So that concludes tonight's you know what I'm saying, situation. Appreciate y'all tuning in or whatnot, man. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock, feed some dogs. I'm gonna go give me some shout out and stuff like that, man. Hey, before I get up out of here, bro, just want to say thank y'all, you know what I'm saying, to tuning into the channel, supporting this channel and everything like that. I'm got a little setback, as you saw in the first video. I got a litter of pups. If anybody looking for an English bulldog, hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Got some pretty things, man. Got some chocolate trimerals, and we got some black trimerals, and stuff like that, man. So I'll probably be going live with them on tomorrow, kind of playing around with them and shit like that. I got to get my content up. But anyway, man, we got some courses coming to this channel. So right now, next week, I'll be, you know what I'm saying, doing some things with some courses and everything like that. The first course is going to be from the booth to the streets. That's going to be the name of the course. It's going to be an introductory, you know what I'm saying, overview course of, you know what I'm saying, for someone that don't know what they need. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that want to rap. It's a lot of people that want to have their own studio, but they ain't got shit, or they don't know what they need, or they listening to the wrong people. I'm going to show you guys my experience, because I came up in this game with no mentorship, and I had to get it out the mud, you know what I'm saying? So everything that you see in the background, this mixer, all this other stuff, it makes sense to the workload I have. And I'm gonna share my knowledge with you guys, and it's well worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? I got credentials, so if you want to fact check me, hit me up in the email, man. And I can move the camera, I can show you, hey, bro, years of experience, and stuff like that, man. Degree in this, all this shit. Went to school for it, you know what I'm saying? Got songs out there, man. Got over 100 songs on Spotify that ran through my studio, you know what I'm saying? So I think I hit a point in my life where I want to help people out, you know what I'm saying? I want to help people understand where they need to go with this music stuff, because I wasn't fortunate due to personal, you know what I'm saying, situations or whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying, if I can help someone curve somewhere in that road to get on the right path, you know what I'm saying, I've done my due diligence just here on earth and stuff like that. So we're going to have the courses coming in August, yo. So stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? subscribe to the channel. Definitely gonna keep you guys updated and everything like that. I'm just kind of moving. Got a little 3-week setback, man. So be patient with me and whatnot. Got to take it a little pups and everything like that. But from the booth to the streets, first e-course gonna be coming. I think I'm gonna have about 6 modules. Everything is gonna be video based. So pack a pen and a paper. And I'm gonna try to make it intuitive as much as I possibly can, giving you everything from, examples. I'm all about explaining. A lot of people just feed you. They spoon feed you what they want you to know. But I'm gonna cook you a whole meal. I'm from Louisiana. That's what we do. We got hospitality. We gonna cook you a meal. So that's what these courses are gonna do. I'm gonna cook you a meal, and you won't be disappointed, man. So stay tuned to that and everything like that. Cause it's about to get fun around here, man. So until next time, man, I appreciate everyone just watching, tuning in, commenting and everything like that. I see everything. I try to respond to every comment that comes across the channel. And for the people who have commented good or bad, I appreciate it and stuff like that, man. It's time to get the hell up out of here, man. If you watch this video, man, Luna for Windows from Universal Audio is out on public beta. Make sure you have some type of UAD product in order to access this public beta. And if you run into any issues, please feel free to report those issues, because when they finally release this out, it's really is going to help, because every personal computer is not the same. You know what I'm saying? We think, hey, you bought the same model PC I did and stuff like that. Just because it looks the same, it's not going to be the same, man. So whatever issues you have going on, make sure you report that, add it in the feedback log, and continue to make music. You know what I'm saying? Because once they go live, you're going to have a free version anyway. You just won't have all the good bells and whistles that you saw tonight and stuff like that, man. So, yeah, man, without further ado, man, y'all stay creative out there, man. Catch you on the next time. I'm not even going to say when the next time I'm going to get on this bitch and stuff like that. But when I do, we do. That's why you got to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You get notified on the live stream and also uploading music as well, man. That is the cue music right there to get the hell up on out of there, man. Y'all have a great Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, you probably won't see me till next weekend. So remember all of those who served me as a combat veteran myself and stuff like that. I've seen some people and I've lost some people that I knew, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Memorial Day is really a Memorial Day and stuff like that, man. So you know what I'm saying? If you know someone that's in the military, man, you know what I'm saying? Just give them a pat on the back, man. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a pat on the back. You ain't got to say nothing. Just thank you, man. Appreciate you and stuff like that. So, y'all have a great weekend, man. Fire up the pit. Save me a rib, a steak, and a smoked sausage, and I'm good, bro. Until next time, man. Y'all be easy out there, man. Peace.